Today we are presenting on climate change impacts. My name is Vladislava Plekhanova. Change is an urgent global crisis affecting natural and human systems worldwide through severe weather, rising sea levels, and ecological destruction. This is my lovely team. What is climate change impact? Climate change impacts refer to the effects on natural and human system resulting from observed climate change. This includes things like wildfires destroying homes and communities. These impacts manifest as severe weather events such as more intense storms and heat waves disrupting levels and ecosystems, and high sea levels, which lead to flooding, land loss, and displacement of populations. These effects are not uniform, they hit vulnerable groups hardest. Why does this matter? The most vulnerable populations face the worst effects of climate change because their ability to adapt depends on their location, financial situation, and social position. The lack of action widens social gaps, threatens food security, and forces people to abandon their homes. Raising awareness about these unjust burdens is the first step toward collective responsibility and unified response. For example, low-income communities in flood-prone areas or in dangerous groups tied to changing landscapes suffer disproportionately. This is a matter of climate justice. Our project objectives are to establish an interactive platform demonstrating how climate change creates severe impacts on vulnerable communities across global regions. This supports SDG targets 13 climate action, 10 reduced inequalities, and 11 sustainable cities and communities. We will develop simple visual materials like infographics and short videos, display threads on an interactive map, and distribute via social media to students and young professionals. From a cultural perspective, let's look at indigenous people of the North, such as Siberia, Alaska, and northern Canada. Their culture, livelihood, spirituality, and identity are deeply intertwined with fragile Arctic ecosystems. Main climate threats include thawing performance, which destroys infrastructure like homes and roads, forces village relocations, and releases greenhouse gases. Change in fauna and flora make animal migration unpredictable. Now, small island developing states like Tuvalu, Kiribati, and Maldives, their culture, history, economy, and extenses are defined by the ocean. Main threats: sea level rise causes land inundation and salinization of fresh water, making land unsuitable for agriculture. By comparing these groups, we show the multi-phased nature of climate injustice. Primary threat for the Northland degradations via performance thaw. For CIDS, land loss via sea level rise. Threat to culture identity with national extents. Our content will highlight relocation stories, use visuals like maps and photo to make threats tangible, and emphasize urgency, inclusion of local knowledge, and calls for action. Our method follows an adaptable structure in three phases: research, content development, and promotion. We will obtain reliable data from IPCC reports and UN publications, focusing on cultural differences and regional sustainability. Our research findings will be transformed into engaging digital content. Here's our detailed action plan. Step 1: in-depth research in week 1, led by researchers, yielding and data bank. Step 2: content development in week 2, creating the website, infographics, and videos. Step 3: integration and approval in early week 3. Step 4: launch and 2-week campaign in week 3 and 4, aiming for 500 plus reach. Step 5, data analysis and reporting in week 5, all linked to SDG 30, 10, and 11. Expected outcomes. A central hub website with an interactive map, their infographics comparing impacts, and 2 short 1-2 minutes educational video. A final report documenting our process and engagement starts. This ties into SDGs by spreading awareness, SDG 13, highlighting inequality, SDG 10, and focusing on community adapting SDG 11. Skills needed: web design for the interactive map, graphics design for infographics, and video editing. Launch via a website on Tilda or Wix, promoted on Instagram and Line with highlights, climate justice, and vulnerable to climate. In conclusion, climate change goes beyond environmental issues. It creates social and economic disasters, increasing inequalities. Our project simplifies complex info and shows our human face of climate change. Call to action: educate yourselves about global impacts and share this information. The path to climate justice starts with awareness. Thank you for your attention.